What's up, guys? How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if you were Taylor Swift, you just took the one thing Kim allegedly wanted more in this world, and you are laughing in her face about it, y'all. What am I talking about? Okay, if you guys don't know, remember when Kim, I gotta give you guys a setup. First of all, um, Taylor mocked Kim at Wembley Stadium, and she took a bunch of selfies with William, Diana's little boy, William, and the daughter, and Charlotte, and who is it? George, the people that are going to be the next king of England and all this other stuff, right? I know, y'all know I can't stand them, but this is actually funny. And she took a selfie and she posted it. And a lot of people were like, William's so pathetic. He's always trying to be like Meghan. He's always trying to do this. But an interesting tidbit came out in all this that Taylor had invited the royal family back in November 2023, for them to come in the summertime for her London leg of the Eras Tour. And nobody knew if they were going to come. Maybe Taylor did because there had to be a lot of security. But at the end of the day, Taylor got her wish. Now, what does this have to do with her taking the thing that Kim wanted the most? Well, in the middle of her playing the Thank You, Amy, which is a song dedicated to talking about how fake and evil Kim is, right? She slammed haters who talk ish before playing the Kim Kardashian diss song at the Eras Tour in London. We're going to get into that. But let's talk about the real chef's kiss mastery. Do you realize, and this is very important to know, Kim Kardashian has been rumored to be obsessed with the royal family. She has been trying to get Kate Middleton to wear her clothes back when they had that clothing line, Dorothy, whatever. They've been trying to get invited to the Jubilee, to the Ascot, to the races. Now, on one hand, I say, Kim, you be as ambitious as you need to, because don't forget that Kim is obsessed with Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Monroe was actually invited to the castle to meet Queen Elizabeth. Marilyn Monroe had a currency. Now, back then, she was known to be risque, this and that. I mean, yeah, to us, it's like normal, sexy, but back then, she was considered to be like very, very risque, like Kim Kardashian is. Marilyn Monroe was that type of person. So, with Kim setting her sights on Marilyn Monroe, she somehow thought that she could wiggle her name and herself into the English circle because she is obsessed with that social climbing hierarchy. On top of that, Beyonce became friends with Meghan Markle. She wanted to, be like, well, if Meghan Markle was accepted with Beyonce and them, I'm going to try to be with Kate and William. Again, around that time, in my opinion, Kate had gotten a billionaire sugar daddy, and it made me think that she thought she had enough clout, power, and prestige to actually be there. Unfortunately, the English family, in my opinion, is very elitist. They're very classist, and they're also, in my opinion, very, very racist. And they're also very like respectability politics. So when you look at Kim Kardashian, who has a blank tape as her claim to fame, and no matter how much she wants to try to outrun it, that blank tape will always be there. Can you imagine the future King of England and Queen or any royalty hobnobbing with a P star that anybody can just show in the Palace Theater? On top of that, and this goes into the British racism, her kids are half black. Her husband is Kanye West. There was just no way it was happening. So when she was dating Pete, and when she was very, very friendly with Pete's friend Jeff Bezos, right? Who Pete doesn't talk to anymore. But Kim's like this with Jeff Bezos. And sometimes she seems to be the happy third with him and Lauren Sanchez before she got that engagement ring. And then you ain't see Kim around them too much anymore. But getting back to my point, and this is important, right? Kim thought she had a way in. She got money. She got power. She felt free with the Kanye. I'm not dating that black man anymore. Let me in. She actually, people said, flew over to the UK during the Jubilee, right? When it was going to be the Jubilee or whatever, the Queen's birthday, during that, because she wanted an invite. They said she had all her people going, trying to get invites, and it was with a resounding no. But here's the weird thing. Kim then had her publicist come out and say, I personally never tried to get tickets. Oddly enough, she didn't say her team did. And she said she didn't try to get tickets. And she said the reason that she was in England for the Jubilee is because Pete was working on a secret film project. Now, mind you, maybe Kim was telling the truth, but mind you, that film project never came out. The photo shoot never came out. Nothing ever came out of this. And it was a good year and a half before it was Pete Davidson's descent into madness, which oddly enough, Kim should have listened to Kanye. He was definitely hating on her and Pete's relationship, but he was right. If you're going to date a white man, date Tom Brady or someone that is respected. Don't date Pete the Skeet, who not only has all nobody's respect, it's known to, well, not known, but people say he slept his way to the top. But on top of that, he actually came out of his own mouth and said every single day he was with Kim, he was high out of his mind. These are, I wouldn't guess, including days where he was teaching North to drive a golf cart and going to Walmart and losing Saint. The whole point of the matter is many people say that Kim is obsessed. She's a social climber. That is the biggest social. Don't forget how Kim cozied up to Meghan Markle's mom as soon as she is desperate to be attached to royalty. They want nothing to do with her. So imagine Kim, who did everything she could to be legitimized, even being like, well, if Marilyn Monroe could go, because she's obsessed with living Marilyn Monroe's life. And Marilyn Monroe can get in front. Why can't I? Because at the end of the day, Marilyn Monroe didn't have a public P tape. But on top of that, Marilyn Monroe was actually an actress. And this is what Kim doesn't get. She has been legitimized as an actress. Oddly enough, Kim is now trying to be an actress because she can't pass the bar because she never really studied to be a lawyer. She just had, in my opinion, her tutors telling her she was the bestest student in the world. So now she's trying to go the actress route. But Marilyn Monroe was famous for her talent, not just being an actress, but famous for her talent. Just like Taylor Swift, whether you are a fan of her or not, just like Beyonce, whether you're a fan of her or not, just like even Meghan Markle, whether you're a fan or not, they are either educated or very, very talented. They have a body of work that you can attach some type of admiration or respect to outside of who they are as a person. What is the body of work that Kim has? Kim Kardashian superstar, the Kardashians, and one season of American Horror Show, Ryan whatever Murphy's American Horror Show. It is actually very funny when you think about it. But anyway, by posting that little selfie with the royal family, she took away the one thing Kim wanted more than anything, and that is credibility, respect, and to be able to social climb to one of the highest social climbing, what do you call it, pyramids in the world, which is the British royal family. And to also let Kim know that you can write as many Instagram captions as you want. You can sub me all you want. You can give a million interviews about, like, oh my God, this is so childish. I've moved on. At the end of the day, 50 years from now, people will still be singing my song and knowing what a horrible person you are. Meanwhile, nobody's going to be reading what Variety, Entertainment News, or Vanity Fair had to say about Kim Kardashian's thoughts. And I think at the end of the day, that is what Kim fears the most, becoming irrelevant. And the odd thing is, after she divorced Kanye, that is what happened to both of them. They became irrelevant. Anyway, Taylor said she's shaking off the haters. She called out people who talk ish before performing Kim Kardashian's diss Thank You, Amy, during her Eras tour stop in London. She said, I was thinking about getting to play Wembley Stadium. That's not remotely normal. And it is so insane for you to have done that for me and my crew just because we get to play Wembley Stadium 8 times this summer to a sold out 8 times venue. You clearly thought that was a good idea and you wanted this to happen. It blows me away. I'll spend forever trying to thank you for that. On the other hand, it really makes me think about every time someone talks ish, it just makes me work even harder and it makes me even tougher. So it always makes me incredibly thankful for those people. To which she said, Thank you, Amy, which is dedicated to Kim, and played her song. Listen, at the end of the day, Taylor got her revenge and she low key put Kim Kardashian in her place because at the end of the day, they'll all be pop culture lexicons, but Taylor will be respected Kim, there will be dissertations about the way they really were patriarchy princesses and really damaged the way that women choose to look at their bodies and test the limits of surgery, and also with Photoshop and dysmorphia. And Kanye, yeah, we still waiting to see what was written about that. But if that new lawsuit is any type of indication, yeah, it's up. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. I will talk to y'all later. Bye.